Okay, I'm currently editing the video and I didn't actually film a sort of morning intro scene because it was 3 in the morning before I went to the gym, right? So, this is just a kind of little introduction that I made, a cool little opening scene for my gym edits or for my edits. So leave me a little comment, like, subscribe if you think it's pretty decent. I think it's pretty decent. I'm not tech savvy and I quite like it. But yeah, so even though I've got no subscribers, but if people watch this in the future, go back and see it and they like it, then I think that's pretty cool. So yeah, let's continue with the video. Bosh, straight into the workout. I'm just going to speed up this video, but I just wanted to highlight when you arch your back, it puts your body in a better position, because think of when there's cars on a bridge, you're putting a load on the body and it's actually bracing itself. So that's just a little misconception that people think that it's actually bad for your back. Now, as you see that I'm not wearing any elbow sleeves or wrist straps, that's because you don't want to get weak when you're doing your warm-up sets. You don't want to rely on them, so I don't incorporate them till I'm on my third warm-up set before actually jumping into my main working volume sets. Also, I'd like to highlight, it does get more interesting, that's why I'm speeding it up, just to get to the more interesting parts, because I do talk quite a bit in this video rather than overlaying it. I feel it's better to talk in the moment rather than after it. So yeah, I just thought I'd let you know that. Wowza, that went shocking. That unrack was horrible, it didn't push back. Geez, it was just torture. But I mean, I got the 3 reps, so I'm going to hit it again for another top set. And then I'll probably hit 3 top sets since it's been a while since I've hit heavy, and then I'll hit some back off sets. And then we'll just keep rolling. Gutted with that, but do you know what? I'm happy because I'm a lot leaner, I'm a lot lighter. So I can still push the same weight, which means I've not lost any muscle over lockdown. Woo! See, the thing about these machines is if you don't unrack properly, the arm's not going to fall back, which is going to really mess you up. Ah man, it's just getting that unrack. Like, I've only ever used these benches which fold back in this gym, and it's just, I just need to get used to it again. A little bit better, but I know not as good as I was, but wow, that moved solid. It's good technique, unracked pretty well. The arms fell back as it should have. I just need to get used to being further back in the bench again. Now, camera's a bit off here, but upper chest is quite a weak area of mine, so I hit quite lightweight, and I've hit my hypertrophic strength sets in the bench press because your body's going to actually use your upper chest, obviously, to hit these muscles. So usually I just like to use some lightweight, high reps, get that upper chest pump. Mine's just quite small, to be fair, like it's quite underdeveloped, so I don't really hit it that often, but it's something I want to hit more this year. So yeah, here we go. Whew. Felt good. I like to do it so it's really big stretch in the upper chest. You really feel the fibres pulling, because I'm pretty lean. I was kind of losing weight, eating in a deficit over lockdown, so yeah, feels really good. It'll be ideal if I could get a better angle, but hopefully on Saturday when I've got my cameraman around. Nah, just kidding on. My friend will be able to record some better angles, because you'll actually be able to see some fibres. A little bit of a better angle. This is so awkward. that sucked. So I'm either going to hit this for 3 or 4 sets, see how I feel. Just a 1 minute rest. I mean, if you haven't noticed, I really like, sorry, just timing this, I really like smashing my shoulders to failure. And I really like smashing my arms to failure, just because I feel they can handle so much volume, that you can hit them so much more. It takes me a long time to get sore. You don't need to be sore every workout to have a good workout, but you know what, I like using it as an indicator. Because you know what, see, when you first go to the gym everything hurts, eventually that goes away. Well, I quite like that your body's built up to that volume. So you just need to increase that volume through obviously the 3 types of muscle building techniques: overload, metabolic strength and hypertrophic sets. So I like to incorporate all 3. Plus, I actually used to work as a joiner. I'll tell another story about that another day, but like all my arms and things, my lower back, they're all really strong from building up that, as well as hitting the gym every day after work. So I like to think that, I mean, I can handle so much volume, but yeah, I just like it's just something I do. I like to hit them hard and hit them long. So yeah. Yeah, I'm only going to be doing 3 sets today. Wow, you train so hard when the camera's on you, and plus it doesn't help that your rests are a little bit longer. So we're just hitting it harder and harder, so I know the fact that I am going to be wrecked for my next push day, but it's fine because over lockdown I've been trying to learn the handstand. So I usually do like my second push days, I like a kind of gymnastics day, calisthenics day, call it what you want. I call it gymnastics day with my mate because it's a bit of fun. So yeah, do the last exercises for triceps. I always like to hit an overhead movement just as well as a push down movement. I feel like you don't need to bounce around all these different exercises, just change up the rest time, tempo. So usually I'll hit some strength sets, just isolating triceps, and then I'm going to move to some more hypertrophic sets, and then I'm going to finish with some metabolic sets, overhead extensions, just to really get the blood pumping in there, get some hardcore gains going. So yeah, let's get it. I'll probably start the rest time about 1.5 minutes, and then I'll drop down as I get more towards my metabolic sets, and then I'll finish off with probably like a double drop set or something. It's just usually how I do it. Even though I'm kind of hitting more strength rep range than now, I usually do keep the rest time pretty low for my triceps, just because it's the end of the workout. I like to bring the rest time down throughout. So yeah, I'm probably just going to hit 1.5 minutes for 2 sets of this, and then I'm going to do 2 sets for kind of 8 to 12 rep range, and then I'll finish off with some overhead extensions. Just smashing out the volume, double drop set, just hit it and hit it hard. Now, like, this is obviously going to be my first YouTube video, and you might be thinking, oh brilliant, just another gym bro joining the gym. But you know, I moved down here, I'm from Glasgow if you can't tell. But yeah, so I've moved down here, and I've not really got that much to do, and all my friends are back up in Scotland. One of my mates moved down, absolute legend for doing that. Oh, volume, need to cut it. Oh, how annoying, that music really cut in there. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, so I moved down here, just me and my mate. So I mean, I'm climbing the walls, I can't sit down, so I just need something to do, and I've just been gymming, exercise. Like honestly, you'll be like unreal with how much fitness I do, because there's nothing else to do, and do you know what? I like it. But that's the rest time. Yeah, so I'm not actually recording any of my weights now, because obviously I'm recording this and it's quite a bit of work. So, you know, I'm just going to want to kind of vlog what I get up to. It's not just going to be gym videos. As I said, I've moved down here with my mate, but it's just a bit of fun, you know. You're like just sitting in the house. I'm going crazy, going absolutely crazy. But I've been working the full time during lockdown, but other than that, like, you lose your mind. I mean, what am I doing? It's 3 in the morning and I'm in the gym. Yeah, so my rest time's down at 1 minute now. Yep, so that's me, rest time's down at 30 seconds now, so I'm just going to hit 2 last sets. On the second set I'll obviously do a drop set, as I said. Yeah, so I'm pretty bad at looking at the camera, but you know what, we'll get better at it. Because you know what, doing this is just better than sitting playing Warzone, or can't exercise all the time, you know. going to absolutely wreck myself, so it just gives me something to do after work and stuff. Just sit and try and edit these little videos. Yes, I like to rest my booty on that bit of piece of equipment. Just stops you cheating a little bit. I also like to use different types of techniques, like changing the speed of the reps, slow, fast, just using different range of different things. Even just changing the grips throughout it as you fatigue more, just to kind of mix it up. Just keeps hitting muscles, different areas. You know. I don't think you need to change all these exercises all the time. You can just change the grips, change what you're doing with that bit of equipment, rather than chasing different equipment all the time, waiting and stuff. Oh wow, I am done. Like, that acid build up is real. Yeah, so that's me finished. It's a wrap. It's not that many exercises, just lots of different types of sets, lots of time under tension, lots of different techniques, lots of different speeds, rep ranges. So yeah, I'm going to go stretching now. I stretch after every workout because it makes a world of difference. I've tried using different stretching techniques, different rolling out techniques, leaving it a day just to let the muscle kind of let the lactic acid burn away at the muscle, and it just wrecks me, so I need to stretch after every workout. I just like to stretch hard, but about 15-20 minutes, you know, so show you my little pump now. Yeah, I look okay, pretty pale, I'll tell you that, but you know, I'll show you my stretching routine. I'll maybe even make it into its own video. Because I just think stretching's just unreal, unbelievable. Yeah, so usually I time a minute on each kind of part of the muscle I'm stretching, just for every single stretch routine that I do. So just stretch my chest out first. What you'll notice is I like to kind of keep applying little bits of pressure on my chest to keep it stretching, moving it in different orientations. Kind of like you're doing a fly. I like to stretch out my front shoulder because obviously that's been hit with so many sets. So what I do is I just kind of the same movement, but I'll twist my shoulder into internal rotation. Feel a good stretch on it. Triceps are quite awkward to stretch out, so usually I don't really bother with them. Usually I just really get a good focus on the foam rolling, which is everyone's favourite. So I really like to dig in deep, roll out hard. It leaves you dots for like a day or two. It's nothing major, but it doesn't look the nicest. But yeah, every single gym session I do the same stretching routine, the same muscles, and I don't just do it once, see if I'm still really sore the next day. I'll do it again just like after I get home or whatever, just to kind of keep the soreness away, try and just stretch out for the next workout. Yeah, so it's a little bit awkward doing these in vests because it usually rolls up and etc, but you know, just need to do the best you can. So I'm just going to usually really focus on my upper chest because it's quite underdeveloped, I'd say, and I really focus on my front delt, just really rolling that out as hard as I can. So usually I'll just count circle motions, back and forth motions, up and down motions, usually count to about 10, 12, then I'll move on to the next area, and then I'll swap sides, and then yeah, that's a wrap. So you gotta keep my arms bent, stretch them out, just mixing it up. This is everyone's favourite. It hurts. It's not fun, but you gotta do it. Might look like I'm humping the ground, but I swear I'm not.
you can usually feel where you're tight after a workout, or where you're sore, where you've done the most damage. I really like to get into where the muscle crosses from the shoulder into the chest. Because that's usually what hurts the most. I don't even know why I've got my earphones in, I barely listen to any music. I've actually had none on since bench. I like to get my aggro music on, it really hypes me up because music's the best pre-workout you can get. See, I'll be all red and dotty, and sometimes it even breaks the skin, which is probably not a good thing, but that's what it is. Now I like to put pressure on my, like when I roll out my arms, like biceps, forearms, triceps. And that is a wrap. Get some posing done to see. Well, look how bad that is. Like, wow. Do you know what I would do? Sit this over here, a little bit of a better angle. There's only a few people in the gym, so I don't feel too awkward recording. So yeah, I'm going to go home now, eat, just prepare for work, chill out, maybe try and start editing this, see how I get on. Probably trash, but God loves a trier. It has been an hour and a half since the last meal. I'm just about ready to go to work. Just having this little meal again. It's the same one as before, except it is turkey instead of lamb. I typically eat the same meals quite often, and I like it. Do you know what? So it's fine. Yeah, so I'll try and these after work. Well, that was a lovely day at work, and the weather is gorgeous outside. So I'm going to go a walk into town with Jordan. Pick myself up a hot chocolate at Costa, since they're doing free drinks for 50 pence. So by the time you see this, it would have stopped. So unlucky for you if you didn't get one. And it's rude not to get one if it's 50 pence. 50 pence. And I've never had a Costa before, so this will be interesting. So yeah, once I do that, I'm going to go back to the flat, and I'm going to try and edit this video, or try and even get the videos on my phone, because that's going to be a hassle and a half. But do you know what? I'm going to try it, see what I can do, and I'll see you next time. I say next time, it'll be maybe this evening, or maybe tomorrow at 3 AM when I'm doing my squats. We'll see. Well, this is Jordan, since I mentioned him earlier on and I didn't say who he was. But Jordan's my mate who moved down with me, who's a personal trainer. And I got a ruby hot chocolate, and it tastes like the colour ruby. So I'll leave that with you. What did you get, Jordan?
Got a white hot chocolate, but I've yet to taste it, so I mean, I'm assuming it's going to be nice, but we'll see.
Yeah, it's so strange being back in this place, seeing it all open again, but it's not the same unless you can go down and sit and eat and things. But do you know what? It's good. So yeah, see you back at the flat when I'm moaning about how I can't edit things. Okay, so I've got the glasses on because I'm getting right into this, and I'm watching videos on YouTube on how to do bits and bobs, editing off my phone with LumaFusion app, because I don't have like a Mac or that, and my computer is absolute rubbish. So I'm uploading all my photos to iCloud, which has been a shambles in itself, and then I have to delete everything off my phone to then put the photos off the SD card onto my phone, because it's got such big gigabyte.
So yeah, hopefully I'll have it done for the weekend, because I was wanting to record my leg day tomorrow, but it's fine. I'll just, if this lets me get a little bit more sleep, because my sleeping pattern's a bit messed up now just because of the gyms reopening. And they're pretty busy, so I've been going earlier and earlier. But yeah, so hopefully this will be done for the weekend, and that will let me record going to a different gym at the weekend, because that's just pretty much what I do. I train at a different gym at the weekends just for a bit of fun with Jordan. Yeah, so ideally it'll be done. Good night.